There's a good chance that you know and have experienced the feeling of mediocre sex. And it begs the question as to whether or not you are lacking skills in the bedroom or you're simply coupled up with someone with whom you don't quite share sexual compatibility. So today I'm going to dive into a topic that affects us all. We're going to be exploring the elements that make sex feel boring and what can turn it into an unforgettable experience. What leads to the moment where the spark just seems to fade away and sex becomes a monotonous routine rather than a passionate and exciting escapade? Well, for many of us, this is when we think to ourselves, it's never going to really get better from here. And we accept that our sex lives have become some unsalvageable part of our relationship. So we just busy ourselves with other things. But where is the fun in that? So today I'm going to explore 5 reasons that might be contributing to your boring sex life and what you can do about it today. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kimberly Hale and I'm a men's life, dating, and relationship coach. And the first reason that might be diminishing the spark in the bedroom for you is that you are focusing on the end goal versus the whole experience. Given what society has taught us, it's no wonder that many of us are rushing to the finish line when it comes to sex. We've been told that climax is the most important element of sexual intimacy, and this has been highlighted in movies, and of course, it's the main focus of the porn industry. But if you and your partner are becoming too fixated on reaching a specific outcome, such as orgasm itself, rather than savoring the entire experience together, it is going to create an unnecessary pressure and perhaps even be diminishing your overall experience. Sex is so much more than just the end product. It's really about the intimacy, connection, and shared pleasure that you are experiencing together. So if you and your partner have become a little guilty of rushing to the end goal, then both or one of you might be missing out on the actual intimacy you are craving with each other. Instead, you can try incorporating mindfulness into the bedroom to enhance your sexual experience. This means you're going to slow down the experience, truly begin connecting with your partner, and be fully present and engaged in the moment with each other without judgment. And doing this might be harder than you think. Being fully present in the moment with your partner might actually bring up some fears and inadequacies or even insecurities that you may not have even realized were there. But if you and your partner are able to constructively communicate and work through these challenges, apply some mindfulness to your sexual activities, you can really help to connect to your sensations, desires, and to your partner themselves, which is going to lead to a much more fulfilling and enjoyable sexual experience that leaves you feeling closer to your partner, not further away. Now, the second reason you might be experiencing a lack of spark in the bedroom is because there are way too many stressful things going on in your life for you guys to be able to relax and enjoy the moment. We know that high levels of stress are going to lead to things like fatigue, anxiety, and even a lack of mental presence during your intimate moments. Plus, when we have high levels of stress going on, cortisol increases in our bodies, which is also going to affect our hormone levels, and it might be the cause of your reduced libido. So while it might not be sexy to think about how to negotiate household chores or to find better solutions to deal with your workload and stresses in life, by doing this, you might actually unlock your ability to connect and have a thriving sex life with your partner. If one partner feels like they're doing an unfair amount of the household chores or taking on more of the daily tasks, then it's likely this resentment and stress is going to creep into the bedroom and affect your sex life. So if your partner isn't really feeling up for sex or your efforts to seduce your partner are not working, it might be due to an underlying issue that is just taking you out of the bedroom. Now, another reason for a lack of intimacy and excitement in the bedroom is that you and your partner have stopped trying new things. If the way you approach sex hasn't changed in the last few years, there's a good chance it can lead to a little stagnation and boredom, and of course, an overall decrease in excitement. Sex is definitely not a static activity and it can be ever changing. But it's probably time for you and your partner to try new activities, experiment with fantasies, or even just be open to exploration, which can reignite your passion and curiosity and enhance the overall sexual experience you're going to have with each other. Remember that people evolve, and so what we might have enjoyed or liked when we first met might not necessarily be the case today. So don't assume that you know what your partner likes and doesn't like unless you've had an explicit conversation about it. As reported by the Gottman Institute, couples that talk about sex have more sex and they have better sex. So don't be afraid to sit down with your partner and talk about what turns you both on, the things that you want to try and enjoy, so that you really get to know each other when it comes to your likes and dislikes in the bedroom. Now, the fourth reason that your sex life might have become a little bit monotonous and boring is simply because you're not taking care of yourself and you're feeling insecure. It's normal that over time our bodies and even our beliefs can change, and even things like a loss of job or a change in career or moving to a new environment or having kids, or all of these things are going to potentially impact how we feel about ourselves, including our physical body and our mental state of mind. If you're feeling a little insecure about your lot in life, it can have a significant impact on your confidence in the bedroom. And of course, it can hinder the enjoyment you're having during sex. So it's important to be taking care of yourself both physically and mentally so that it contributes to increased self-esteem and a much more positive body image, which is going to positively impact your sexual experiences. If you're a man, it's natural that your testosterone levels can drop as you age, and this is going to play a role in your sexual desire and libido. So find natural ways of increasing this hormone and improving your self-esteem by managing a healthy diet, hitting the gym, getting your proper sleep, avoiding products that can disrupt your endocrine system, such as plastics and pesticides and toxic body washes, and just simply get out there and redevelop your passions and hobbies for life. Making sure you and your partner are caring for your own bodies will boost your overall self-esteem and the way you experience sex. And lastly, you and your partner haven't addressed your desire discrepancy. It is really common for couples to have differences in sexual desire. One person might want to have sex more frequently than another, and if these desire discrepancies are not communicated and addressed, it can lead to a lot of frustration and dissatisfaction and even a full withdrawal from the bedroom itself. I've heard so many stories where couples have just stopped initiating sex altogether because they're really tired of the rejection that constantly comes their way. So make sure you're having open and honest communication about your needs and desires and boundaries, because this is essential for creating sexually fulfilling relationships. Asking your partner questions like, "What's your favorite way for me to turn you on?" can help you and your partner understand what signals you can give each other when you are in the mood. Addressing these issues through communication, mutual understanding, and a willingness to make positive changes are going to help you and your partner overcome the obstacles that are standing in the way of your sexual satisfaction. Perhaps it's one of these elements that's creating a downturn in your satisfaction, or even a combination of these factors that's impacting you and your partner's sex life. Either way, it's entirely possible to have a thriving, passionate sex life. It probably just takes a little bit of vulnerability and experimentation to get there. Like any area of your relationship, even our bedroom escapades might need a little refreshing and updating to stay exciting and passionate. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode and took away something of value. Please consider subscribing to my channel and drop your comments below. Until next time.